We were looking at the way in which HMC schools are able to introduce innovation into their schools and in the education sector. We had Philip Britton talking about the work that his school has been doing in the community as a catalyst for bringing in different ways of teaching, particularly physics and maths. We had Al from Bedales telling us about the Bedales qualification, which sits alongside GCSEs and IGCSEs. We had Sarah Fletcher talking to us about the work that they've been doing to help prepare students for the digital age. And then we had Johnny Noakes telling us about the setting up of the Tony Little Centre, which focuses on the research and of learning and the way in which we look at what's happening in the classroom and how we can translate that into a greater understanding of how we think and learn. And then I talked about Brain Can Do, which is a company where we work across 5 schools, 3 of them independent and 2 maintained, working with universities, particularly Reading and Goldsmiths, to do research into learning using neuroscience and psychology and how we take that back into the classroom.
What's emerging both in that session and throughout the conference are some really strong themes in education. So I've heard about and indeed been involved with the Tony Little Research Centre, and I think that idea of recognising that whilst colleagues in school probably aren't engaged in wholesale research that can be published, they can certainly look at their practice and develop their practice and in a meaningful and ordered way. Another very strong theme, and again part of the panel, was looking at neuroscience, the how people learn. 2 or 3 talks this conference have focused on that idea. It's very vibrant in the wider educational community, and I think beginning to respect new thoughts about how young people learn will obviously feed into teaching in the future. So I've been excited to hear more about that.
I hope that they will take away an understanding that all of these things are possible, and that actually if we work together and collaborate, that we're not in competition to come up with new ideas. We're actually about sharing best practice, finding different ways in which to look at problems so that we are best able to serve our young people who are innovators by nature, and it's how we can actually serve them best as we move forward with them.